Hey everyone, welcome back to the stream. Just trying to get my camera to work. For some reason it's not working today. I don't know why. Oh, there we go. Let me see. No, for some reason it's not working today. I don't know what's going on. Might have to just use the microphone alone today. Problem is I need to sort out this desk. It's bloody wires everywhere. This camera's weird because this is the PS4 camera and it has an adapter. And don't know why. I don't know if it's just like a weird compatibility issue sometimes or not, because the red light, it came on, it was working, but now it's doesn't seem to be working anymore. Right. See, it goes red and then it turns off again, so I don't know if there's just a problem. I'm not going to waste too much time with that today, I think. Let me see if there's a way I can fix it. I hate this when you start to have like technical issues that just never happened before. I'll try one more time, and if it doesn't work, we'll just need to leave it. Blow away some dust, maybe that'll help. Nah, I don't know what's going on. The light's coming on, then it's going off again. Let's see. Right, I think I got it working. I think it's just about good now, I think. Let me see. Right, I think it's working now. Hopefully we're all good now. Stupid technical issues. It's not common, but sometimes it happens, obviously. But yeah, delayed welcome, but welcome back to another stream. We're on 3 consecutive streams. 3 weeks in a row. Every Monday. It's going well, I can feel it. So today we're going to be looking at the inventory system for the survival horror game. I already made like 2 separate inventory systems in the past, but I'm trying to, it's not a full reboot, but it's kind of like a soft reboot. Taking the fundamentals of what I already made and just trying to make it better, basically. So I'm just going to create a whole new system and try and simplify it, and hopefully it still looks quite good. So we'll be looking at the UI. We'll be looking at making like a quick menu to switch weapons. Also be creating objects like ammunition, keys, these kind of things. I'll always look at the community assets first just to see if we have something there that we can use, and then I can just retexture it and fix it up. But if I can't find what I'm looking for, I'll make something from scratch. And I'm a little more comfortable with making objects and things like that, because last week we did character sculpting. We made this monstrosity. This was just like really quickly, just on the tutorial we were doing, you know, and we went a bit crazy, you know, just to have fun, just to get the basics, you know, like to see how it all kind of works. So, you know, this is just my reference point. And then off stream I was just sort of like, I started working on this, but I just didn't get much time to like properly work on something, so I was making like this really stupid cartoony character. Hello Bovaretta H. Crinkly, welcome. This is one of the Crinkle mites. What do you think, Bovaretta? It's got a very moon-like shaped face. The idea is I'm going to make them have like different types of foreheads. So like one's goes to the front, another one could be more blocky. And then I was thinking about like putting like some kind of tribal face paint on them. And they would have like little bodies and little hands, and they're going to be running around a wee village. And I think I'll colour coordinate them, so like one set of them is like a warrior, and like another one is I don't know, like a healer, and you know, and then you have one that's kind of like the commander, and they go around and they have to like take care of their village and fend off monsters and things. And this isn't really like a proper game that I'm making. This is just a game that I'm making like just to go along with my sculpting practice. And I think for this project I probably won't look at any references, so like when I make the characters and when I make the environments, I'm just going to let my imagination go. So it might not look super accurate, but it's definitely going to look like something. Let's just say that. But that's not what we're going to do today. We'll leave this buried for now. But who knows, we might come back to it in a future stream, or I'll do it off stream, I'm not too sure yet. The inventory system, let me look here, because inventory, how many inventories have I made? Inventory, right. So I think this was like the really, really old one. Yeah, this is like the super old one. Yeah, I mean this might not even be... I don't even... Oh, I know what happened. This is the original one that somehow deleted. I don't know if you guys remember, but this... I made like a full inventory system, and then one day I loaded it in and it was all gone. And this is all that remains. Literally. And I'm like, how did it go back to this version? Because I don't save multiple versions. I just do the quick save. So it should only have one. You can only have one quick save. I didn't save version. I didn't put it online. I didn't save a separate version on the system. I just did a quick save. So I don't know how it reverted back to this. It's like it got some kind of backup autosave and it just went back to that for some reason. So yeah, this is like a dead scene, a dead element. I should probably delete this. Let me see. See, look, it's a quick save that I made all the way back in 2020. 3rd of February 2020. But I don't know why it went backwards. I don't know why. I have no explanation. So yeah, I was raging about that one. So then I had to make a brand new inventory system. And it's been a while since I've loaded this, so I don't actually know how this is going to work. I think I've had stuff like that happen ages ago. Yeah, it's the first time it happened to me. I don't know why it happened, but ever since then, that's when I started to save online, because I was like, I ain't taking a chance anymore. It's not worth it. So this was the very old map, the inventory that I made. I don't think it's set up to play, because I think I was just testing this part. So I was the very first map I made. It was blue, and it was like flat. It was just like text boxes, and it looked quite nice. And then I thought, oh, you know what? I'll update it. I'll try and do something like this, and I'll create like a 3D kind of map and try and make it more interesting, you know. And for the most part, it kind of works, you know. As you can see, here's the inside the job centre. You've got a point of interest. You can see what doors are locked and open. And look, you can even reset it back to the proper way. But I never finished this. I think that was just the test though. I quite like the idea of it being a 3D map that you can move around. Yeah, I like it as well, and because I kept it blocky, it meant that I didn't need to texture it, I didn't need to do anything crazy with it. But if I was to go forward with that, I would probably update it again. I'm just looking at this logic and I'm like, see here, you've got all the different files. Oh my god. If you remember all the different files, look. See, I'm going to keep this file, this inventory, just so I can see everything I wrote, because I didn't write this down outside the Dreams, I just kept it inside. So I'm going to keep this as a backup, just as a reference. But I'm going to completely change how I do it now, because in the past I made it so that you could pick up a file, and then you can read the file anytime you want throughout the game. You can go back through all your files and reread everything again. I think I'm going to change that for the new one, because every time you pick up a file you have to have a variable, and if you've got like 15 files, I don't know how many I've got here, like 15 files, right? For me that was like 15 variables. So yeah, look, file 2, file 3, see how they're separate variable. And this is the thing I was telling you, Bovaretta. I don't know how to combine all the files into one variable. So if you pick up file 2 and then you pick up, say, file 5, how can you make a variable that knows, a single variable that knows that you only have file 2 and you only have file 5, you don't have the other ones, you know? Hey Dreams Content, welcome to the stream. How are you? I'm doing very well, thank you. How are you today? We're looking at the old inventory before I start making the new one. So yeah, I don't know how to condense the variables into one singular variable, and it would know which is which. Resident Evil 3 music, oh yes, it's a classic, absolute classic. You know, I've got the PlayStation VR 2, and you can play non-VR games inside it, and I was playing the original Resident Evil 2, and when you play flat games in VR, it's basically darkness, and then you just have like a cinema screen in front of you. But when you play the old PS1 games, they're square, right? 4:3. They're not widescreen. So normally I don't play flat games on the VR, because widescreen, you have to move your head a little bit just to sort of see the screen, you know. You can change the zoom and everything, but even far back, I hate it. But the square one looked amazing, and you're sitting in the darkness playing a horror game and it's just you, and it's like a whole new experience. I would love to play it again, inside the headset. I was thinking about doing a horror stream for Halloween, but if I have time, and maybe play a VR game or something, because I've got other games like Silent Hill 2 remake and stuff, but I think if I play a VR game it might be a bit funnier to go through, because horror games I just can't in VR. It's horrifying. I tried to play Five Nights at Freddy's and it's terrifying, because you literally feel like they're right there in front of you, because they stand at the doorway, and the doorway is like right here, you know, like it's not like over there, you know, it's like right at your face. It's horrifying. I'm so gutted that I can't make VR games in Dreams, because that's definitely something I would have done. I just need to watch about the music I'm playing, because the first stream we did I played Resident Evil music and it was fine, but the second stream we did last week I got a copyright claim. I still need to check what it was for. If it was from Capcom, okay, but sometimes you get these copyright strikes and it's wrong. You have to dispute them, and it's kind of dangerous, because if you get like 3, they can just take your channel down. So if it happens again today, I'm probably going to have to rethink the music strategy going forward. I'm going to bring the chat up here very quickly, because I keep missing the messages on the screen here. Let's pop it up here. Yeah, and if the music's too loud, let me know. I'll turn it down a wee bit maybe. Try Resident Evil 4. Yeah, I think there's probably a Resident Evil 4 track in there somewhere. It's basically like chill Resident Evil tracks. Right, got the chat now, all good. So yeah, for the variables, I think for the future, I'm trying to cut down on variables. So unless I can figure out a way to put all the files in one variable and make it differentiate between which ones I've picked up, I think I'm just going to remove it. So now when you find a file, you don't keep it anymore, you just read it there and then. Unless it's a file that has a clue to a puzzle, then maybe I'll let you pick it up as like an item. But most of the files are just going to be like talking about past events, diaries, these kind of things, you know, things that are maybe just for a little bit of extra lore, but you don't actually need to carry it around with you, because I don't think most players will be like, oh yeah, I feel like reading that file again. I don't think they'll do that. So I think I'll just remove those variables moving forward. And yeah, I was just using community assets before, just for like a diary, some sheets of paper. Here you can see these were some of the items we used. So we had a key here. We had the floppy disk. Hey Skimcos, nice to see you. Hey, I made it to alive for once. Yep. We're on week 3 in a row. Week 3 in a row. So we're on a roll. We're doing good. If we can make it to a month, 4 weeks, then I think we can stay consistent. Apparently, they say if you do something for at least 3 weeks, it becomes a habit. So hopefully we're on that road. But I feel better now, because in the past when I when I was before I got my diabetes and everything, like I just felt like dead weak and tired, and every time I went to do a stream I was like, oh no, I can't, I'll just leave it. But now I feel good now, and everything's going well now, so I'm back to my creative free time now. So hopefully we can get back to this and we can finish. And apparently you've got some news for us. You've been working on some kind of hybrid or some kind of tribute in Blender and Unreal Engine. That sounds pretty cool. Yeah, it'd be nice to see, because like if I can make another demo or finish this game, I mean you're free to replicate it in Unreal Engine 5 if you want. I have no problem with that, because I'm just not able to do that right now, and I'm probably not going to be able to do it for quite a few years. So I think I'll just stick to Dreams, and maybe I'll do some Godot stuff, but it's going to be like really simple. Yeah, hopefully, mate. Great to see you back. Yeah, it's nice to hear from you again. Yeah, because there's a lot of people that left Dreams, so I don't know who's still around and who's playing Dreams, who's moved to Unreal, Unity, or who just gave up entirely. You know, like I would never give up because I need to be creative in some way. You know, if it's streaming, making videos, creating games, animations, music, whatever, I need to be doing something. I just took a bit of a hiatus from this because I was a bit disappointed with how Sony Media Molecule ended things with Dreams, but I'm just trying to like have fun now and finish what I started, you know. Yeah, I'm making a survival horror and decided to do a fan remake of your demo scene as a side project. Some of the assets transfer from what I already have. Ah, that's good. I do want to get back to Blender at some point, so I can definitely help you out with some assets and things if we take it to the next step, obviously. But yeah, these were some of the old key items we had: the key, the floppy disk, the fire extinguisher, the ammunition, and the health spray. So like most of these things are quite reusable. I'd probably just like retexture some things, so like this forever, for example. I think I read your comment at the same time there. Dreams forever. Yeah, I'll stick with it. It's very accessible, and it's good for prototyping before you take your game into a PC engine, you know. But I was watching Intra Attackout's videos on Unreal Engine 5, and it looks like he's really struggling, and it looks horrendous. And I'm like, no, I don't want that in my life right now. It's not for me at the moment. But he's making a crazy game with grappling hooks and everything, and I'm just making a slow-paced survival horror game. You pick up items, you shoot a zombie, you know, that's good enough for me. Dreams is so good to create in. I wish there was a mix of Dreams and Blender. I know they really need to make a professional version of Dreams. I think it would be the best of both worlds, you know. But until then, who knows? Maybe the AI will help us out in the future. You know, maybe that'll make something that can help you. But yeah, until then, I don't really have the hardware to make my games in Unreal or anything. So I'll just stick with Dreams, and we'll see what happens in the future. But yeah, I can probably reuse some of these assets and just like retexture them, put a bit more detail on them, because like I don't need to sculpt another spray bottle. I mean it's pretty good the way it is already, you know. The ammunition, I don't know what I'll do, if I'll remake my own or not. I could be smart about it and just hide the bullets. That way you don't know. You don't need to make a shotgun bullet, a rifle bullet, a pistol bullet. You can just have a box and then just change the colour of the box, and then that's it, sorted, you know. But yeah, I'm going to update a lot of these items anyway. Oh, there's more over here as well. These are like different colours of the keys as well. And then we had the X-ray for the hospital, which I thought was really cool. And Bovina Hospital. These were meant to be the cards, the key cards. There you got the strip there. Lab access. I don't know what this is, but that was just some ideas I had. And then obviously inside the hospital you had I don't know if they were real parts. I think they were just fake parts, and you put them into the dummy. You had to find the heart, the brain, maybe the stomach, I don't know. And that would be another puzzle. So the vast majority of the game will still be the same, you know. It's just got to be touched up a little bit, refined a bit more, and I've added a few new areas to the game, so there's going to be a few more key items and things to think about. So rather than scrub over this, because I like to keep it just as a reference, because it's got all my documents and everything in it, you know. I'm just going to start again. I just need to see where it is that you can... I can't remember how to do it now, it's been so long. I need to find how much space I've got. Let me see. Delete local saves. Oh. Local limits used. 240 of 240 creations. 329 of 329 versions. Does that mean I'm on, like, the limit? Is that the maximum amount you can have? Because it looks like it. I should probably start deleting things that I'm not using anymore. Yeah, like the local version. I've got 10 online versions. So I don't actually really need these anymore. That's not even my game. Yeah, I've got so many projects that I do want to get back to at some point, but I'm trying to be more disciplined and just make one thing at a time. The Mad Vampire Forest. I never even did. I was going to make like a movie game with vampires, but it just never worked out, you know. This is all the tracks that we put down for the... I don't know why I made them as scenes. I should have made them as elements. I don't know why I did that. I think I was in a rush because the servers were changing. Although some of here are elements. Oh no, these are actually the scenes. Yeah, this is the music here. Yeah, I did it correctly then. But yeah, I've got lots of local files that I really should delete because I saved all these online, so I don't think I need to keep all these. I'll just delete these two things for now. And then if the game gives me problems, we'll deal with it. So disappointed they never finished the export tool for sculpts. I was so excited that since it's one of the easiest ways to sculpt 3D models, yeah, there's so many things like 3D printing and stuff, right? They had it, it was ready, but for some reason they just didn't do anything with it. I'm going to save this as an element because it's going to get imported into all the different scenes. You would think I would put it as logic, but I'm thinking about making one element that has my characters in the inventory because they have to work together, right? So I'm thinking about just putting them all in as one thing. I don't think it actually matters, right, what category you use. Like, it doesn't change much, does it? Just the tags that go on top of it, but because if I was making an inventory, I'd probably do contraptions, but I think I'll just put it here. I'll just call it character inventory. I'll put subject at the beginning. There we go. I thought assets before the update still allowed infinite versions. I'm not sure. I heard that even the versions have a limit as well. I mean, it's a big limit, but it's still there. Same, I even got a 3D printer just for it. It's still in the box, unused. Oh my god. What an investment. You need to use that at some point. See if we actually make characters in like Blender or something, we should definitely use your 3D printer. You know, that's what we could do. We could like make a giveaway, you know, for some of the OG viewers, you know, and we'll make the characters from the game and we'll give them away. Damn, yeah, that sucks. I was wanting a 3D print. Mine too. I definitely considered getting one. I love the idea of a 3D printer. I just don't know how to use it, so I don't even bother. Plus, I guess you would have to like know how to paint and everything and make it look really good. I don't have those skills right now, but it's something that would be really cool to do in the future. I remember I made hundreds of empty save scenes before the servers went down and I still haven't used them. Yeah, that's what I did with the Legend of Bovareta, because it was like, that's going to use a lot of scenes, a lot of elements, so let's use them all now. And technically Subject has all the scenes I need, I just need to overwrite them. I'm just making a new one here because I want to keep the old one, and I don't want to have to go between two versions, because I just feel like I might mess something up. I like to keep them separate. Yeah, same here too. I don't use Dreams at all much anymore though. Yeah. I'm just getting back to it really. I still like it, you know. Like, yeah, I wanted a PS5 mode. I wanted a VR2 mode. If I had those two things, I would be happy. That's all I needed. Maybe fix a few things, but do more things with the sticker texture, because when it only works on flat surfaces, it doesn't wrap properly, you know. But I would take a PS5 version and a PlayStation VR 2 support, because then I would just make VR games as well, and that would be so cool. But alas, it was not meant to be. Looks easy to use, to be honest. Yeah, I think just the idea of it, because I've just never researched it, so I really don't know what to expect, you know. Are you creating all the character logic and everything too? Yeah, I mean, I already have character logic, but I'm going to try and not limit it to a classic survival horror anymore, like a tank control. I'm going to try and give the option of doing third person and first person. So I'm going to try and create 3 different options for people to choose from. And it sounds like a lot, and it is a lot, but since I'm just doing this for fun now, I just want to make whatever I want to make, you know, and hopefully it looks cool. Hey SBDC, nice to see you. How you doing? It's been ages, glad to see you're back. Yeah, this is our 3rd week in a row. We're back streaming, so we're keeping the consistency up. Hopefully we can keep it going for the foreseeable future. I think I'd work on my Dreams game a lot more if the PS4 fan wasn't so loud on Dreams. Can never just put it on and relax. I have to hear the airport ambience. I know. That's one of, like, the PS5 has been a bit of a disappointment overall, but at least when it comes to Dreams, it's perfect because you get 60 FPS. You can, because I don't know if you remember back when I streamed games on the PS4, Dreams games, sometimes they would get really laggy and the frame rate would go down. I never had a PS4 Pro, so it struggled a lot, and now it's perfect. Like, it can handle anything now. And the fan, it's right here next to me, and like, it's like a little warm, but it's not like warm, it's just like a normal kind of temperature, and it doesn't make a noise at all. So It's perfect for Dreams for backwards compatibility, you know. But man, like playing Uncharted 4 on a PS4, that'll just destroy your PS4. Also, you actually got VR then? Have you tried Resident Evil Village in VR? Yeah, I've got Village. I've got Resident Evil 4 in VR too. I've got No Man's Sky. I've got the Horizon Call of the Mountain. I've got Phasmophobia. I bought both of the Walking Dead games. I got another zombie one that's a bit like Resident Evil. It's called... Oh, I just bought it the other day, so I don't remember the name. It's like Paradiso Hotel or something. Propagation Paradiso Hotel. It looks like Resident Evil. Like, you go around this mansion, you pick up items and health kits and stuff. And again, it looks quite cool, and it was really cheap on sale, like 70% off. And the Walking Dead games were both like 50% off, so I've got some options now. But yeah, I did play Village, but just the shooting range, which is really cool because it's like when you reload your gun, you need to take the ammo out, go in your pouch, put another one in, clock the gun, you know. And when you use a bolt action rifle, you really need to reload it correctly, like a real gun. Same with the shotgun, you need to put the individual bullets inside. It's really cool. But I don't think I'm ready for that kind of game, because when you walk around in VR, it makes you very sick, because it feels like you're kind of moving around, you know. So I had to like jog on the spot so I wouldn't get sick, and take it very slowly. But I've been getting a bit better. I was playing Zombie Army VR last night, and that was really good as well. And it's got co-op, but I only know one person with a PSVR 2, so it would be amazing to play in co-op, like just to see someone there with you, you know. That's crazy. Definitely sounds like a lot of work to do all the cam styles. Yeah, I mean, like the first person one's pretty easy because there's already templates for it. The third person is the one I'm worried about, because that one has a lot more logic to it, and you need to do a lot of animations with the character and everything. So, but I'm determined to make it work. And since not a lot of people play Dreams anymore, I really don't care if the gameplay's janky. You know, as long as it looks good in trailers, and if I can play it and not make it look janky, that's all that matters, you know. So anyone that does play it in Dreams, it's like they know what to expect. I don't want to crazy polish it and then, you know, less than 100 people play it, you know. The roller coaster one by Supermassive was quite good, but the original one, the PlayStation VR one, was far better. I don't know which was which, but I know one was Switchback. I don't know if Switchback was the first one or the second one, but I know what you're talking about. I want to get the Gran Turismo 7 as well. Even though I don't play Gran Turismo, I think it would be really cool in VR. And I want to get Hitman as well. It's like the trilogy, World of Assassination. And again, I don't like Hitman games. I find them very boring and repetitive, because that's just not my style of game. But in VR, it looks amazing, because it's like you have so much flexibility to do anything you want, and you're literally doing it. Like, you literally can strangle people, or get the wire and go behind them, or you just shoot them, or you drown them, or it's a murder simulator. But at the end of the day, that's what people want, right? They want to live out these kind of things you can't do in real life and get away with. Do it in VR. And when I was playing Zombie Army VR, it's like, if you played this, if this game wasn't a VR game and you were playing it normally, it probably wouldn't be that great. But because you're in VR, it's like a whole other world, you know. Like, it makes mediocre games look amazing, you know. And the VR games are more limited because like they can't do super graphics because the technology is not strong enough. But it still looks pretty good. But I'm still getting used to the running about and turning. Like anytime I turn, like, oh, it makes me feel sick. Apparently, eventually you'll get over it, but it just takes a bit of time, you know. Right, what am I doing here? I'm trying to make... Let me see here. Box curviness. Circular curviness, right. I'm just trying to make like a box for the weapons and stuff, you know, and the items to go in. I don't know how big or small I'll make this. I don't know. I want it so that you can change your weapon like whilst you play, and it has just like a weapon switcher. So you don't need to. I don't want to go into the menu and change the weapon there, because even though I still want to be inspired by old school survival horror games, I don't want to be like consumed by it, you know. Text box curviness. That was weird. Why did it only go square there? That was strange. But yeah, I want it to be... Look, see here. Why is it not... Look, now it's square. It wasn't square a minute ago. We're witnessing all the glitches now. Yeah, that's it. Switchback is the new one. Rush of Blood is the older and better one. VR makes genres I don't like good. Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm playing games that I would never play. Like, there was a tabletop game where you throw a dice and you actually pick up the pieces and move them. And if I played that on a controller, I'd be like, not so fun. But when you're there and doing it, I like it. A lot of people are probably lazy and like, no, I don't want to deal with that kind of stuff. But for me, it's so cool. And like, you really feel like you have to put the effort in to survive or to build something or do something. Because in the Zombie Army VR game, right, you can hold a hammer, for example. And so they were getting close to me and they were swinging at me, and I was like, whoa, try to like not get hit. And then I was like trying to hit them, and it feels like your swing actually matters. So the direction, the power, and I was like trying to get them in the head, and sometimes they would get close and I would hit them with my gun, and you know, it feels like you're actually involved. So when I play a game like Village or Resi 4, I'm looking forward to it, because that's going to be like a proper game that has VR, and it's not just like a VR game. Because I really want to get the Aliens game as well. That VR game looks really good. Looks really good. I don't know if I want to do that or just see how small I can make it like this. Oh, it looks ugly. I just wanted like a perfect square, and I'm not entirely happy with it. Circular curviness, make your curves even curvier. Well, I don't have any curves anyway, so... I always put turning speed to max, which is the opposite to what you're supposed to do if you feel sick in VR. I'm basically immune to VR sickness, but slow turning makes you feel a bit sick. Yeah. Yeah, for me, as soon as I turn, I'm like, ooh, not good. Like I'm getting good at walking forward now, but walking backwards, No. And when I was doing the zombie VR, the zombie army VR game, and I was having to move backwards, turn around, and everything, it was like my worst nightmare. It was like forcing me to get good, you know? And it was horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. So let me see. So imagine the character's there and you want to switch weapons, so I guess we're going to have to put like the weapons kind of in the middle maybe. Let's see, because I'm going to have to figure out like the scale of everything before I settle on the position. So I'm going to have like 2 slots for like a knife and a handgun, and then I'll have more slots on the side for like a machine gun, a shotgun, you know, these kind of things. So I'll just get the basic kind of template organised, and then we'll fix everything later. Because right now it's probably a bit too big. Plus it'll be better once I can test this in the actual... Oh, hold on, I did something weird there. Yeah, once I test it in the scene, I'll be able to see how it properly matches up. So I'm just going to have to imagine like the characters. I'm probably going to make it a bit smaller than this, because I don't want it to be too crazy. So you'd like press up to go this way, you'd press left once or twice, right once or twice, you know. So like the knife, the handgun, I don't know where they're all going to go, but let's just say like the shotgun, the machine gun, the more like a revolver or like a rocket launcher or something. So the explosive kind of weapons will go here, the different types of machine guns will go here, the different types of shotguns will go there. So let's just build out a rough kind of diagram first. But yeah, that turning speed, I just need to keep playing VR. I'm really in the mood for VR right now, so... Right, how would you do this again? Is it left? Ah, there we go. Try to remember the codes for the UI. You know, I was going to put it like... Hold on, let me take the outline off. I was going to put it like on the edge, like that. But then when I accidentally put it in the middle, I thought, you know what, that looks quite good actually. Like if you've got this selected, the prompt would be in this one, and then when you're on this one, the prompt will be on that one. And then it switches between the two. Right, so let's get the other ones for the other sides. Stick it there for now. Down. Oh. Is that it? I can't even see. Right, just to get an idea. I think what I'll do is, just to give me some perspective, I'll put down a puppet just so I can see how it would look, you know. I'll get a camera as well. Where's the cameras again? In here? Nope. Right. So just like try and imagine how this would look, you know. Just imagine it's like that, right? Right, hold on, I'll need to update the... I always forget you need to disable things because of the imp. Plus I think he has some things enabled, like auto look. And obviously I don't want to possess this guy, so I guess we can just take that out. Right. So it depends where I put the camera and where I should put this quick select menu. You know, if it should be like on the side of the character, it probably should be like a little smaller and a little bit more on the side. And obviously this is a really thin puppet, so the body shape of the actual character will be a bit different, you know. So we've got the idea there. This will be how we switch between the weapons. Your game would work great in VR. I added fixed camera and tank controls to my Last of Us style game and could tell it would be a perfect fit for VR because you are effectively the camera watching the action as you play. Yeah, exactly. You're just like sitting in the corner of a room, like looking at a little diorama almost. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, one thing that I had to get used to with VR was that when you talk to people in VR, like when the characters are standing there talking to you, it's like they're actually talking to you, you know, and they're like, "Oh, you idiot," you know, and I'm like, "Calm down," you know. I take it much more personally now than I used to. But I hadn't confronted a monster in VR until I tried the Metro Awakening demo, the trial, and as soon as those big rat things came running at me, I was like, oh my god, here we go. I'm dreading it. So if I'm playing Resident Evil and there's werewolves and zombie villagers chasing me, like, I don't know. See, like that village scene in 4, even in Village, when you get to the village, same scene, there's a big siege, and I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to do that in VR. I do not know, because playing that outside the VR, I was running around, jumping in and out of buildings, turning and fighting and doing crazy stuff. I can't do that in VR, I'll be sick. So I need to find a place where I can just camp and just sit there and just like shoot at the door, you know? So I think I'm going to have to play on easy mode because I don't think I've got the skills to to play like John Wick in VR. Not yet, anyway. So let me see what kind of guns we've got. There was a creator that made some really good guns. I just forgot. Let's see who made this collection. Same housing. An MP5. This is when we need to decide what kind of guns are we going to put in the game. Because I don't want to make it too military, but at the same time you're going to pick up like police guns, military guns, because they were fighting against the zombies, right? So I would never use something like this. You know, a P90. It's a bit too techy, but it would be good to get like a submachine gun, a bigger machine gun. Look at this for a gun. That's probably how I would have started. Let's look for collections. Right, there's another armory here. Ammunition. Ooh. See, this would save me a lot of time if these look good. Because I can always change the writing on them, you know. At the same time, I don't know guns, so I don't even know what ammo this is for. Like, right, so this is a handgun. This is a like a Magnum maybe, because it's talking about high stopping power. This one is made in the Czech Republic. I don't even know what this is. What kind of gun is this? What kind of ammo? Is this more handgun ammo? I don't know. 45 cartridges, so like this is basically, yeah, this is fake. I thought there was going to be bullets inside. So I mean, like a 10mm. What is that? Is that a machine gun? High power 4.1. See, I don't need to be super accurate with my representation, but I like to know that I'm using the correct ammo, you know. Winchester. Like, this one looks good. Like, see if I use one that's darker like this, I can probably just delete all the text, because I feel like the text is not necessary. I like that it's got like the little bullet images on the side, and then I can probably just like change the color, right? So let me just turn this off. Let me see. See, I don't need all this text, you know what I mean? Like, the player really doesn't need to read any of this, you know? What is this? What did that say? Fire plus. Is that what that said? Surplus. So I don't need that kind of stuff. And this is just how they made the ammo. So crazy making the ammo with like text boxes. I thought they would have like painted this on, because wouldn't that have been a little easier? I don't know, what do I know? Right, so I don't need that. So I mean, that looks good the way it is, you know? Because the other ones are a bit too noticeable, so I feel like if I do something like this, let's see if I can change the colour without it being too problematic. Right, there's a bit of a clash here because we've got two separate colours, right? Is that right? Okay, I think, let me see. Well, that's all the bullets. I guess they must have painted this part at least. But as soon as I change the colour, it doesn't look good. Look, it just looks kind of messy, you know. I think it's because they painted it red first. It would have been better to have just made it red after, you know, and then painted the black on top. Don't paint it red. But I could repaint this from scratch because it's really just the bullets that won't get affected, you know. But yeah, I'll see if I can make a few variations, you know. Let's see. See, it becomes more like a purple because it clashes with the red. Just put it like that for now. So this will save me a bit of time. Then I don't need to worry about redoing all this kind of stuff later, you know. Just try to get a good green because it kind of clashes with the red. It looks kind of bad. I almost can't use the green, you know. I could just do that and make it like super green. Does the slider under the colour do anything? Yeah, I could check that actually because that's like the saturation, isn't it? Let me see. Ah, that looks a lot better actually. So this takes away the base color, right? Ah, that you're a genius. You're a genius. No, that you got it right. That's exactly what I wanted. Because that was the original color that they painted. So I basically deleted that and then just added my own. Perfect, perfect. I forgot so much of Dreams. Yeah, I basically never use this just because I always paint my own stuff and I know the colours I want, so I don't change them later. But obviously in this case, it's better if you mess around with it a bit more, you know. Because I can probably texture a bit more on top, you know, just so that it looks a bit better. This is red. See, now do you keep the original red? Because it kind of fits, because if you do that, I think it goes a bit too red, you know, but do it like that. If I keep it like the same as the other ones, I would have to sort of put it here. So at least we've got some handgun ammo, machine gun, shotgun, and I think the Magnum is always white, isn't it? It's always white or silver, you know. Hey Ozzy Malone, hope I'm saying your name correctly. Love this game. Dreams it's a beautiful game. It's a shame that it's not as loved as it used to be. But I'm still sticking with it, just because I love to create. That's all that matters to me right now. So let me see. So for a Magnum, I don't know if I make it white. Do we make it orange? Do we make it purple? Light blue? Yellow? You know, I'm just making it white just because that's traditionally what it is in Resident Evil. It's like white and red, you know. Dreams is amazing. If only it had a PC version though. PC version, PS5 version. Yeah, we can only dream of it, right? So yeah, this is me just designing it like this. But see when I start texturing it, I'll probably just duplicate it and put these colours back again, because I'm not going to texture all 4 individually. I'll just keep the same texture for one, you know. But yeah, I don't really need the other ones. See, like that. That's like more like a Magnum, because it's like white and red, you know. So I might add some red to this at some point, just to blend it a bit more. I'm working on a John Carpenter Halloween game in Dreams. It's coming together well. Ah, that sounds cool. Do you get to play as the Shape, or are you a survivor? Yeah, it's a pity the PS5 didn't get an improved thermometer. Yeah, I really wanted it, and PlayStation VR 2 support, because making horror games there would have been amazing. So at least we found some ammunition there that we can use. Shotguns. Looks pretty cool. I don't want it to go too crazy with the weapons, like I said. Seems like we've got a good variety here. Got some pistols here. I don't want anything too technological. Yeah, I didn't really like the pistols. Like, this one's okay, but it's not what I was looking for. Let's see what we can find then. The launchers. Yes, the grenade launcher. I'm definitely putting that in the game. 100%. Yeah, let's put this in. Let's see. The China Lake. 4% thermal. Not too bad, not too bad. See, I like the texturing is very simple, but it does the job, you know. Like, see, once this weapon's really small, like it's gonna look amazing anyway, you know. But yeah, let's get that there. Let's get our explosive weapon. That's right, we're gonna have to get ammo for explosives, right? We're gonna have to get grenade rounds. We're gonna have to get rockets. This is like end-game guns, but still, we need to plan everything out now, right? Right, I'm not going to do anything too crazy here. Let me see this one. Oh, there's two versions. One is short range, one's long range, right? Oh, we've got some bullets that came with it. Perfect. Let's see here. One of the reasons I quit is because the thermal was way too limiting for me. They actually improved the thermal quite a bit, especially the gameplay thermal. At least for me anyway. Like, some of my scenes were dropping by like 30%. It was really good. Obviously, it's not perfect. Depends on what kind of game you're making. If it's full of logic, it's going to be more difficult. So you're going to have to try and figure out a way to get around it. So yeah, Scheme, he's not making anything in Dreams. I was making a Last of Us style game just as a demo though, never intended to finish it anyway. Do you ever think you'll release like a demo or just like bits and pieces to show people what you were up to? It would be good to get it out at least. No, you play as Laurie Strode, and I'm considering letting people play as Dr. Loomis. That would be very cool. Yeah, that would be really nice. I saw there's an actual Halloween game coming out. I don't know if it will be any good. It just looks like a Dead by Daylight kind of thing, but you can already play as Mike Myers. You're Michael Myers in that game anyway, right? Halloween game has so much potential. I'm surprised it took this long for an official one. Yeah, I don't know why, right? Because they did Friday the 13th, they did Ghostbusters, they did those alien clowns from outer space or something. Finally, they're doing Michael Myers. Yeah, it's about time. Grenade launcher is so good in classic Resident Evil. Yeah, I want to make like a... Each character would have different weapons, but I'm just going to wait and see what the thermal's like first. So I'm going to give everyone the same weapons for now, and maybe just you pick them up in a different order. So, like 2 different types of shotguns, 2 different types of machine guns, but each character picks up the other one first, you know? And then it's up to you what style you prefer, if you want more quick, agile guns or more powerful but slow. Hello Thomas Kroll, welcome to the stream. What are we creating today? Well, we are doing the inventory for a survival horror game. Very early stages, of course. We've got the ammunition, we're just getting some weapons now. We're going to create like a UI HUD to quick select the different weapons from. And we'll obviously have like a status screen, a bit for key items that you can pick up, these kind of things. So we'll piece all that together bit by bit. Don't forget to add stickers to the gun. Stickers make everything look way more realistic and polished. Yeah, the thing I hate about stickers is that they don't wrap around things properly. So like, they would be good on a flat surface, you know, but as soon as you put it on anything that's more curved, like the bullet for example, it just doesn't work, you know. So yeah, it has its good uses. 100%. Yeah. Apparently, like on the PS4 though, if you use too many stickers, it can cause a lot of lag. So since I'm on the PS5, I don't know how much I can get away with before the PS4 starts to die. I have got a setting in the game though that lets you choose, like if you're on the PS5 or PS4. So the PS4 version, I can probably just disable all the stickers if it's a problem. This game, I put stickers on everything. Yeah, it's the quickest way to texture now, isn't it? And Reckley Snipes, he showed me a. It's a very simple technique, but it works so well. You can make like 3D textures. So you get like a sticker, you put another sticker on top, like a slightly different color, and then you just move it like ever so slightly, and it creates like this kind of 3D dynamic kind of sticker. It looks really cool. Has to be done. It's a shame they never added proper textures to Dreams, because that would have been really cool. Scheme, I think now the stickers thermal isn't as big a problem as it used to be because it polishes everything. Oh, that's cool. Do you have a monster in your game? Yeah, there's a big monster, a big tyrant monster we've got made, and but I plan to make lots of different monsters, not just zombies, but many other kind of monsters that have mutated from experiments and stuff. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot of crazy things going on. Yeah, but my issue is I like to pack scenes with loads of individual assets. If I have 100 unique assets at 1-2% graphics thermal each, it isn't possible. Well, then you're going to have to cut down to about 50. And then problem solved. Or just change like the colour of one, or rotate it, and just do something to make it work. You got to optimise the best way you can. Yeah, I'm on PS4 Slim, so whenever there's stickers being rendered close to the camera, the FPS absolutely tanks. Damn, yeah, I think you mentioned that to me, so I think I'm going to have to test this game on the PS4 and see if it lags, because I remember when I made the old demo for this game, there were some rooms that were very bad laggy. Like, it wasn't stickers, it was just, I don't know if it was just because there was too many objects in the room or something, but it was really bad. And the PS5 is fine, but I always remember that, so I'll need to test the whole game on PS4 just to make sure it works okay. And use looseness. Yeah, to put the graphics down. But when I was sculpting characters, I saw like you could actually like change the looseness on like specific parts. It doesn't have to be the whole object. It could be like, we did like the beard, and you can make it more loose here, just to give it like a stubble, to make it a bit more fuzzy and blended, and it looks really good. I was only able to make one bedroom. One bedroom, like, why don't you upload it and at least we can have a look at it. Or reuse objects in different ways. Yeah, like changing the colour, making it darker, lighter, I don't know. Put a sticker on it, because like if you paint it, it becomes a separate object, but if you put a sticker on it, it doesn't, right? So that helps a little bit. If you're making like a wall, just change the sticker instead of retexturing it all over, I know all the graphics tricks, but I'm just stubborn on my vision. Yeah, you just need to pack it full. I know. I used stairs as a fence as well to save space. Actually looked perfect. Wow. Yeah, as long as it works, that's all that matters, right? Nobody's going to know, just you. I use that tech for some things. Yeah, it's good to optimize things, right? I think with this kind of shotgun, I'm probably just going to keep the big one. I think I'll get rid of the small one. Let's see what else we can find. For Cyber Spy 2, I've used tables in scenes for doors, walls, background buildings and stuff. Whatever you can get away with. I mean, if you like I said, if you change the colour of the table, you could probably get away with using it for a building or something. As long as it's not so obvious. I have washing machines that double as dishwasher. Could work. Also, paint is free. Paint is free? Oh yeah, I thought paint had a limit. I thought like after a point it got all messed up and started to get all blurry and stuff. Right, what other guns can we use? Let me see what this looks like. I'm like, do I use this gun instead of that small one? Because I want a small one and I want a big one. Like for range. But I don't want them to be identical. So maybe this one would be cool. You know? I'll delete that for now then. Machine guns. Right, we're not going to be using anything heavy because we're not like a soldier. We're just normal civilians fighting their way through. Yet somehow they know how to use guns. That's all that matters. Right, so nothing too tactical. Yeah, I don't know. The submachine guns, I think they're too much like a war kind of game, you know, like, do you know what I mean? It's a little too advanced. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to use any of those. I'll need to find another submachine gun somewhere else. Assault rifles. I mean, I would use an M4 if I found one. I suppose it doesn't need to be anything too crazy. I don't want to use an AK though. Yeah, these are very warlike, aren't they? Let me see what this one looks like. This one looks alright. I guess I could probably use that. I mean, it's clearly for war, but maybe there was one army guy, you know, who dropped it. So rifles. Right, I'm not going to use that. Launchers. I don't think I was going to use the other ones, right? Because this one looked the best. Snipers, nah, I don't think there's going to be any snipers in the game. I don't think you, like in a old school survival horror, I don't think you would ever get a sniper, right? Yep, basically. I made an amazing Dr. Loomis, so proud of how he looks. That's one thing I need to practice with, like character sculpting, because I'm not very good at it. I need to learn all the anatomy and stuff. Right, I think like these guns are way too technological for the game I'm making. Like, I'd love to make a game with this gun, you know, like a sci-fi kind of game, you know. I think it's the same person that makes everything. I think so. I think I'll nowadays when I find someone that makes some good assets, I just follow them now so I can keep tabs, you know. The scrap heap, let's have a look and see what's in here. Got some knives, combat knives, a bit plasticky, but again I could retexture that, no problem. But I do need to find a knife. There's more ammo boxes here. What is that? Don't know what that is. He was making some mech. Right. This is the one that we were just in, right? It's kind of cool that he's gave you like these plain versions, so like you can just start doing it from scratch. Why was this not in the armory? I don't remember seeing this. A Wesley revolver. Was that there and I just never saw it? I don't see it. Maybe I'm blind. No, I don't think it's here. See, why not update your collection? You made a perfectly good gun and you're just not using it. Well, we need one of these as well, so let's put it here for now. What's your name on Dreams? I'll add you for when you release your Halloween game. That's the spirit. Got to help each other out when we're still creating. It's good to get that support. Finding it tough to replicate Laurie Strode look. Do you think it's okay if I use a woman that looks different? Yeah, I mean, like, to get like realistic faces, it must be quite challenging. I wouldn't worry about it too much, to be honest. I would just make something close to it. Everybody knows it's a Dreams game, so I don't think people will be too harsh. Me too. I think it's okay as long as you get the hair colour and the style close, it should be fine. Smell the bean, that's my name. Yeah, it'll be good. Hopefully you can get it finished in time for Halloween. I've got another project that I was going to make for Halloween, like a very short game, but I just never got around to working on it. And I don't want to rush myself because I feel like I'll never get it finished in time because it's like a few days, right? Like ideally it would have been cool to... Is this a different assault rifle or the same one? This is the same one. Right. I wanted to get... because I was working on this every day, even off stream. But lately I've been playing a lot of other games because like my PlayStation Plus is ending, my Game Pass is ending, so I just want to finish all the games that I've got on my backlog from there, and then I'm going to focus more on Dreams, I think. And my idea was I was going to try and get a new demo out of this around Halloween, but it's not going to happen now because I haven't even made the characters yet, so, and the new levels, so. What the hell is this? Unable to stamp. Yeah, I know that, it's a scene. Right. This guy loves to make guns. Oh, what the hell? Let's see if he's made anything else that wasn't in a collection. I'd love to make a shooting game in Dreams as well, like just use all these different guns and make something. I'd love to do that. This looks like a nice little revolver as well. I think I would go for the silver one. Oh, I'm just gonna be honest. I think I would. What is this? Detective Special Logic? What the hell does that do? Did that break this because I deleted the ammo. Oh, look. You can eject all the ammo. Look. It's cool. Guess that's how it all works, right? So what does this do? Ah, cool. Look. This actually takes out all the bullets inside. That's a really cool detail. I don't know if I'll utilise it, but it's cool. But yeah, at least we've got like a slightly longer range one and a very short range one. So that's all I'm really looking for, is like 2 variations of every gun. One for range and one for close quarters, you know. So we've got 2 types of shotguns, 2 types of revolvers. We've got our grenade launcher, we've got an assault rifle. So we just need a submachine gun, a couple of pistols, and a knife. And then I think maybe a rocket launcher to complete all of the weapons. The hair is a struggle. Oh yeah, hair's difficult in Dreams, right? Because on one hand you want to use paint because you want the hair to move, but then the hair looks a bit funny. And then you want to use the sculpting, but then it looks more plasticky. So yeah, it's hard to get a good blend with hair. Yeah, I can imagine that would be difficult. Should I use fleck? I personally don't like flecks on the hair because I feel like it's too loose and there's lots of holes in the hair and it just looks a bit more fabricy, you know? I would prefer just using a sculpt because there's less frame rate problems. I hate using paint, like physical paint. It's like the worst for the frame rate. If you're making trees or bushes, like don't use paint because it just destroys the frame rate. So I always avoid it all the time. These streams make me want to boot up Dreams and make stuff, but then when I do, I have no idea what to work on and just give up. Yeah, just see where it takes you, I guess. I never really got into making humans and stuff, but Flex seemed easy enough when I tried it. Do a fan game. Horror is easiest because there's a lot of tutorials on it. Yeah. Like some people tell me I should just make a Resident Evil game, but I'm like, no, but I'm making my own universe. I've got another game that's more like a melee kind of Silent Hill kind of game as well. And I had it all planned out, the story and everything, but I've just not made enough of it yet. But I need to focus. I need to stop moving around projects and just like work on the one project for now, you know. Yeah, definitely always gives inspiration to create. Yeah, it's I don't even know who still streams Dreams, like on Twitch or YouTube. Like, does anybody still do it? Because I really don't see anymore. I think a lot of people just gave up, right? The troubles of being a game developer. Yeah, you got it. Optimization is your friend, you know. Sometimes you need to let a bit of your vision go in order to optimize, because in the end it will be better for it. I notice a lot of people use both sculpt and flex. You need to know how to use flex. It's really low on thermal. When you merge it and lower detail, etc., you just need to be careful of overdraw. Yeah, God knows how. I would need to experiment with all that kind of stuff to see. Because like flex, I know if you lower the detail with flex, it's fine, but for me, like creating physical paint, it's always horrible. Yeah, we really need a better selection of hair in the Dreamiverse. Does people actually make hair in Dreams? Like, because you're on a Little Big Planet, you could just find like different hairstyles. I wonder if there's people that just make hair. Like this guy just makes guns. Is there someone that just makes hair? Because that would be really cool, really handy. And then you don't have to make it. You could just put the hair down like a wig, you know. Maybe that can be a new niche for someone. Just make hair. Would be greatly appreciated. See, this pistol's not bad. It's just, I don't know. There's something about it. It just looks a bit too straight, a bit too weird. I hate this about Dreams. Why does it keep putting me back here? Why not put me back where I left off, you know? Where did I even get to? This is the problem when there's so many assets to flick through. See, this is a cool gun, but again, very sci-fi. These are just animations. A 9mm. It looks more simple, but maybe that's what I need. Random weapon scene. Oh my god, look at this. Or a rocket launcher. That's like a proper Nemesis one. Yeah, rocket demo, an Uzi. See, some of these guns are really good. I just don't want to put an Uzi. Oh, maybe I could put an Uzi in my game. I know Claire Redfield uses an Uzi. Maybe it's good. I don't remember. Was there an Uzi in his collection? I can't remember. Maybe I'll just use that then. Instead of a submachine gun, maybe an Uzi would be cool. Let me just check out that handgun first, because maybe it's good. Because again, I can always retexture it, you know. Yeah, like I don't like the texture. In fact, the texture's pretty bland. But the gun itself is okay. I'm not really keen on it, but I'll keep it here for now. But I'll probably substitute it for something else. Let me go back to his collection. Let me see. Maybe I'll just use an Uzi if I can find it. I don't know. Is it this one? Nah, this one's a bit too Call of Duty 4. I don't know then. I don't think he made an Uzi, did he? Unless I chop off that back part, I could use it, but no, I don't think he has one. Let me see if I just search for Uzi. Yeah, I think it is the same one he used, just looks different with the light. But I would, oh my god, I wanted just to remove this part, you know, but it didn't let me. I get fed up of optimizing the hell out of every asset. Another reason why I quit. Yeah, eventually you just have enough, right? But isn't that every game developing process? Pretty much, yeah. You got to optimize everything, right? Yeah, there's just hair. Just hair. I'll Google it. I'll search for it in a minute and I'll see. I've realised now that the simpler the game, the better. I used to be way too ambitious and get burnt out. I'm still ambitious. But this time, I'm not going to get burnt out because I say so. Let's get it done. Right, so this guy's collection... Ah, that's where he put the... Oh no, wait. It says scrap heap, but the picture has the revolver in it, but I don't see the revolver here. What's going on? Well, this collection must have got updated. He must have deleted it or something, I don't know. Right, so let's see other weapon packs just to see, because we need to find an Uzi, a submachine gun, a handgun, something we can use as an M4. Let me see. Make an old World War II game. That would be cool. World War II zombie survival horror. I'd make that. This revolver looks kind of cool. Yeah, he's got some pretty cool World War II stuff. Just obviously not what I'm looking for. Same with this kind of stuff, like... Imagine going around that in my game, big massive sword. It's got some good weapons here though, like for medieval kind of stuff. Let's see the profile. Any other kind of guns? Or gun? That's what I hate about Dreams as well. See when you search gun and then you search guns, it's like, oh no, sorry, there's no results, and it's like, it's so specific, you know. It's like, you can't put an extra letter there. Yeah, I don't think he really has what I'm looking for. It's got the alien gun, which is really nice. It's definitely a part of it, but it was to extremes, and still I only had an unfinished bedroom. Of course the answer is to cut back, but I'm stubborn. Yeah, sometimes you just want to make something that's an absolute beast, you know. Yeah, I don't think there was anything else that I can use here. Oh, there's an Uzi here. That looks good. Oh, that looks very good. I even like the texture on it. It looks nice. I think this is the Uzi that guy made the animation in. Yeah, let's keep a hold of this one. Keep that here. Like for now, I'm kind of happy with the selection of guns. We've got our shotguns, we've got our revolvers, we've got our machine guns. The pistol, I'm not super happy with it. So let's see if we can find another pistol, a knife, and maybe like a rocket launcher or something. What's the thermal looking like? 33%. Good. Very, very good. So we've got all these weapons and we've got tons of thermal left. It's really good, especially gameplay thermal. I get it, yeah. Unreal lets me add more than I need. Too many. I know that's the thing about Unreal, right? It's meant to be optimized because you can put lots of stuff in it, but then at the same time it's not optimized because lots of games have like loads of issues with it. So I don't know what the deal is. Unreal is too complicated though, it does too much. Yeah, you got to really get stuck in to know how to use it right. Yeah, I'm only interested in simple games now, way more fun and not as much chance of burnout. I wish I could get to that point too. But nope, I'm still on the grind to make the ultimate survival horror game. It took me forever to learn logic, but now that I understand it, it's so satisfying when I complete something. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Just to when something works, it just feels like all the effort was worth it. It is, but I'll just be using templates from the marketplace for my first two games. I should only have to learn simple stuff. Yeah, like opening doors, picking up objects, you know, making things die, those kind of things. I always have YouTube tutorials at the ready if I am struggling. Yeah, it's quite handy as well. I don't have much patience nowadays for tutorials though. There's a first person horror template and classic survival horror template that have pretty much everything to make a decent game. Well, that's good then. So I guess you can get a good head start then. Yeah, you need to show us the progress whenever you've got something going, you know. Silenced pistol. Don't like the silencer, but it looks alright, the gun. Look at this gun. It's like the... looks like the Fallout gun. It's massive. Oh my god, can you imagine this? Running about with that. Oh, there's a rocket launcher. Oh, oh. Looks good. Looks good. That's a good shotgun as well. I like the look of that one. Liquid Snake 14. Yeah, there's so many creators that make a lot of good stuff, and they probably don't get noticed as much. Oh, this looks good. This is like classic Jill Valentine pistol. Yeah, it's a bit more heavy on the thermal, but it's better than that one. Way better. Aye, that looks good. I like this. I like it. I like it a lot. Let's see. But then what is this? Should I just make a sci-fi game? Because there seems to be like a lot of cool sci-fi guns. That looks like the Mass Effect gun, isn't it? Let's see, what else, what else, what else? Man, that looks good. It's got a good texture as well. Like, the texturing on this, like, eclipses the other one. My god. Yeah, the texture work is really, really nice. Like, I could do that on this one myself. Do you know what I mean? I could just get some white and just kind of go around it, you know. But I'm not gonna lie, this one looks... it's ready-made, you know. You don't need to do anything. What does that use? 5%, and this uses 4%. You know what? I like the shape of this one better. Let's go with that one. Was there anything else? Look at that. My god. Big hand cannon. Oh, the rocket launcher. the texturing isn't that good, but I can fix that. Put it here for now because I think I'm probably going to find a better one anyway. But let me see, because this person made a really good gun, so makes cars too. That's cool. Let's see if we get any collections here. No collections. Why? Why not make a collection? Gun. Oh, we found the MP5 again. I don't know if I would use the MP5 now because the Uzi looked really good. So I think I'm just gonna stick with the Uzi. But look, there's plenty of guns that haven't been tagged. Like, doesn't say gun anywhere. You know, like you're not helping yourself. It's making everything harder to search for. It's just more of a tactical gun, right? I think I prefer this one. It's a bit more rustic, you know. Will do. Looking forward to showing you. Yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Hopefully I can keep making progress here as well. This shotgun looks good too. Let me see how it looks compared to the other one. That looks good too. It's got a bit more texture on the wood, but it's really just the handle, right? Because this one, I don't know what the hell this kind of handle is, but obviously this is a more traditional one. I don't know. They both look good. I suppose there's no point in going too crazy. Nice guitar as well. Very nice. Yeah, so this person's not got like a ton of stuff, but some nice stuff. I really like the guitar they made. Looks good. I can appreciate someone that can really shape something in Dreams, you know. Yeah, it looks very good. Say hello to my little friend. Hello. Okay, can't wait. That's gonna be good. Love that Spaz 12 from Terminator. I don't think the monster would be an issue if you have a minigun. I know, just if it ran out of ammo, I suppose, right? Yeah, nice texture. Hey Danny, welcome back. Nice to see you again. New creations. They're not mine, but yeah, we're coming up with an inventory system, so we've got lots of different guns and rockets and ammo and everything, and a guitar, just because I thought, hey, it looks nice. I think we just need to find a knife now, and maybe a better handgun, but let's look here. Desert Eagle. Yes. Man, this looks good. This looks very, very good. Very, very good. See, I don't want to have like 3 variations of the same weapon, but when you see an eagle like this, like you just have to go with it, you know. It's a proper Wesker gun. Just added you, mate. All good. You've added. Nice. Guitar gun idea, yeah. Guitar weapon would be really cool, right? I don't think I have released anything though. Still need to get round to it. I know you just hoard all your creations, right? Because they're never quite done. It's like a perfectionist. I get it. Get some zombies here. Custom handgun with smoke. Weapon collection. Oh, look at this. See, this is a nice variety of shotguns. The texturing on the wood, it's okay, but on the barrel and everything, it's more simple. But like I said, I can always fix those kind of things. Seems like he's more into like World War II stuff. So I don't know if I'm going to find what I'm... Whoa. What the hell happened here? Yeah, definitely won't find what I'm looking for in there. Hold on. Attachments, ammo. Let's see. So we've got the actual bullets. Yeah, but this is all if you're making a war game or you're customizing stuff, right? Pistols. Oh, there's even more collections. Right, so... What have we got here? This is just the Desert Eagle again, right? Here's more pistols. Black version. Looks good. Looks very good. No, that looks very good. I would be happy with both of these guns. So I can have one for each character, you know. Don't want to fill the game with too many guns, you know. Got to watch that thermal, but it does look good, man. What am I doing? I think I was checking out the rest of them here. So yeah, I used this one. This looked really good. The Uzi. Let me compare these Uzis then. Oh my god, they're very similar. They both look really good actually. Honestly, there's really not much difference. They're both really good. Just one has a different nozzle there. Let's see. So that's 5%. This is 11%. They're both good. That's why it's so hard to choose, you know. What do you go for? Do you go for the one that's slightly fatter? Maybe it has a bit more oomph to it, you know. Plus, by default, it has less thermal. I think that's what's going to win. Less default thermal, the better. Could be used as a baseball bat. Yeah. Any tips on how to release a game on Dreams? Should you have a demo or the full experience? Oh, so how can I get seen? Oh well. Depends. Like if it's like a game that's going to take you like a year to finish, then yeah, a demo would be good to test and see what's working, and it gets people excited to play your game, right? And to get seen, I used to just like send invites to people, like, oh, this person sent the creation to you, but it takes a lot of time. It takes hours, like, to send to many people, and there's no guarantee they're going to even see the notification. So all you can do is send it to people, and hopefully they play. And if enough people play, you'll go on the trending page, and then you'll get a bit more plays. But The plays aren't as good as they used to be years ago, you know, but hopefully you can still get on the trending page. Are your characters going to talk? Yep, full voice acting and everything. I've got all the lines ready, more or less. So yeah, I'm going to have to design the characters to actually move their mouth and everything, and try and give them like facial expressions with the cheeks and everything, you know, the eyes and the eyebrows and all that. We'll see how it goes. Are you going to add a rocket launcher or something for late in the game? Yeah, it's going to be late game. Basically last boss territory. That's always classic Resident Evil. Finish them off with the rocket launcher. Cool idea, or a flamethrower. Yeah. So many options, right? Knives, a bowie knife. It's a nice knife, I guess. I mean, I could just use both of these knives and just like call it a day, you know? I could just be like, okay, one character can use this one. And then the other character can use the other one, you know? Just change up the texture a little bit. That'll be good enough, I think, you know. But let's see what else we've got. Yeah, ooh, no! I was looking for this one. See this black one? But it's not there. It's... Look, police magnum? Like, where's the police magnum? These collections are messed up. Man. I like these shotguns. Like, if you picked up a police shotgun, this would be like the ones you would find, right? Snipers I'm not using. What else is there? There's more assault rifles. A stoner. LMG, I'm not using LMGs, I'm not using heavy machine guns. Oh, here's another rocket launcher. Looks good. Yep. Looks very good. Sorry, this one needs to go. Yep. I'm pretty happy with this one. To add to my collection. That looks good. That looks very good. So that'll save me. Don't have to make all these guns. I can just use all these. Just retexture a few little things here and there. And yeah, this looks pretty good. I don't know about the knives. I don't really know if I should keep looking, you know. I'll follow this guy though, because it's some pretty good stuff. Yeah. Oh. It's a World War II one, but oh, it's a scene. Oh, god damn it. What was it? Model 1897. It's got a sawed-off one here. There's different versions. Clean, used, and there's another used one. Oh, it's sawed off, right. Let's see. It's just more textured. It saves me doing the dirty work, you know what I mean? I think I prefer that, to be honest, compared to that one. It's really just the barrel here on top, right? What do you prefer? The one with the holes in it, or without holes? I'll probably go without, to be honest. It looks too much like one of those machine guns. Yeah, probably. Oh, it's a thing, man. It's all one model. Right, that looks good. But now I'm thinking about changing this one now because I kind of want the police one. I think it just looks better. Get some gold guns in the game as an unlockable. Let me see. Let me see the other shotguns. Yeah, it was this one, wasn't it? Clean, used. Let's go for used. Yeah. Let's just replace it with this one, I think. That's cool. There we go. So I think like this one has more ammo, right? And it's probably more compact. This one's, I don't know which one would have the better range. Maybe this one. It may be more powerful because it's more old school. But yeah, I like the contrast now. Yeah, I think we've found pretty much everything we need now. I think we just need to double check there's nothing hidden. Uncharted 3 weapons. Another handgun. Ah, I think it looks good. Maybe you could have Arnold Schwarzenegger one-liners because it's that type of genre. Yeah, could add him as a bonus character, right? Just for fun. It's like Hunk from Resident Evil. He's a bonus character. You could just add Arnie. He's like the cleanup crew that comes in to kill off all the witnesses. For when the character is taking out enemies. Yeah. Can you show us a level in your game? I've got some scenes that I made, like just some environments. I can show you. Everything's going under a revamp because it's going under like a soft reboot, but I can show you some stuff that I have. Yeah. I just want to see if there's any more knives, even though it's knives. Let me see, combat knife. Okay. I think I was looking in the wrong bit. Hold on. Combat knife. Based on my IRL knife. Oh god. You're telling me a guy really has this in his house? Jesus. Could use this knife, I guess. Ah, I think the knives are good. There's a nice variety of them. I don't think I need to go too crazy, you know. I think that's a good collection. We've got a couple of pairs of knives, handguns, grenade launcher, rocket launcher, all the ammos, the Uzi, the assault rifle, 2 different kind of shotguns, 3 different revolver types, magnums, you know. Desert Eagle. So I think that's a good variety. Now we just need to integrate them into the weapon select kind of thing. Plus I want to get rid of all this text. Like, where did this come from? One of these weapons has text on it. I need to delete that. Let's see. It's not that one. Okay, one of them is this one. Ah, then it's there, look. Get rid of that. Oh, what happened there? Why did the bullets magically pop out? Right, it's got tons of other logic that I'm probably never going to use anyway, right? So let's just delete it. And let's see, we need to get rid of this text that's down here as well. Shoot, reload. It's the Uzi. There we go. It's got a reload animation, so I don't know if I should delete the logic. I'll just delete the text box for now. Because I'm not making a proper first person shooter, so I'm not going to be too strict about it. Oh, bye. See you later. Thanks for dropping by today. It was good to have your company. Good luck with your project. Could have a secret water gun too that does no damage at all. Interesting idea, actually. Let me see. Water gun. A super soaker. Let's see. Something like this. Yeah, that would be fun. Maybe we can do that. You run out of ammo, all you've got left is your super soaker. Perfect. There we go. This is the ultimate gun in the game. This is the one that's going to defeat the final boss. There we go. Should make the zombies slip over. That would be good. I don't think the logic would be too difficult, right? You could just emit logic that's like water, and if they come in contact with it, it would just make them animate and fall, right? Acid water gun. That would be good too. Looks like just like John Jerry Steve knives. Yeah, it looks actually perfect. You know, one for each hand. You know, it's a crazy guy. I still want to put him in the game, like as a collectible. You know, little things you can pick up. We'll see how it goes. But Bovaretta's still in it because she's in the children's ward. She's like in the closet. She's like an animatronic that they, or some kind of costume, you know. So she's still going to be in the game, and John Jerry Steve as well. He'll still be there, just in a different form, probably. What's thermal looking like right now? Let me see. 46% graphics, which is nothing because you can just turn the graphics down. That's not a problem. But 7% gameplay for all those guns. That's good. That's very good. Because all I really need to do is add an animation to the character to like fire a machine gun, a shotgun, a handgun, you know, so that'll add a little bit of thermal, but not much. And I think they've updated the animations as well, so you can actually make it more streamlined as well. You can compact them all into like one timeline or something. I've not actually done it yet, but that's what I heard anyway. So yeah, at least we've got a good foundation for all the weapons we can use, and I'll work on building a proper HUD, and I'll put all the weapons in and make you be able to select them all, and obviously once we've got the character we can integrate all the weapons, the animations and stuff with them at the same time. The only other thing we need to do now is get like some items like keys, key cards, bolt cutters, you know, little objects to solve puzzles. So that's the next thing we need to look for. Things that we can use to go through the game, and if I need to probably need to sculpt quite a few of those things, because I might come up with some objects that people just haven't made. So I think that was good progress for today. Time kind of flies. It's crazy. It's been over 2 hours already. It's mad. But yeah, I'll save this for now. It's probably going to give me a warning. Yeah, look, it's nearly full. It's nearly full. So yeah, we'll I'll see if I've got time to like finalise a few things here and there. I'll keep working on it, and next Monday, I don't know what we'll do, if we'll finish off this inventory or if we'll start plotting out one of the new scenes that I've got planned, because I want to make a park area. So maybe we'll do that next week. We'll see what progress I can make this week, if I do any at all, that is. So yeah, thanks very much everyone for checking out the stream today. We'll be back again next Monday with another stream. Try and keep it consistent, and hopefully we'll have something playable fairly shortly. So yeah, time always flies these days, even more so when creating. Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? Well, you all get back to whatever you're doing in your own lives. Thanks very much for tuning in today, and yeah, we'll pick this up again next week. So take care everyone, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.